guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is the Motica Official. If you are new here, if you are a new subscriber, thank you so much for finding your time and being here. If you are a returning subscriber, I love you even more. Mwah, mwah, mwah. So guys, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We have a goal over here, so come back with the subscribe, tell your friends to subscribe. It will really mean a lot. Like this video, share and comment as well. Okay, so we're on part 4. Thank you so much for the love I've been showing my other videos. It really does mean a lot. Thank you so much. Kama umekuwa kuchiza stories zingine na unaelewa what's happening since part 1. If you've not watched part 1, part 2, part 3, hautaelewa hapa. So I would advise you, just pause this video, look for part 1. I'm gonna insert a card over here. If you're watching on your phone, press up maybe hii card imetokea, go and watch it. If you're watching if you're watching on a television laptop, you just have to go back to my channel, look for part 1, part 2, part 3, watch ndo ukuje hapa. Okay, so hapa staendelea na part 4. So as you have already seen from the title of this video, we are going to talk about what happened after I left the school that I was expelled. Okay, so buckle up, enjoy this video. I know I look so cute. You might be wondering, who is that goddess? It is me. Usishtoke sana. Anyway, so let's get started in this video. Nishafukuzwa shule na nimeenda home. Okay, so guys, after I went at home, I really stayed at home. Like, I stayed at home for a hot minute. A hot minute, I mean months. Not 1 or 2 months. I guess 3 months. Nilika home, my just nilika home a hot minute because now my parents are angry at me. Remember, ile karatasi yetu kutoka shule ilishachafuliwa, so it was gonna be hard. I've never looked for a school. So hata sijui nianzie wapi. It was so hectic. That time my mom had given birth to our small brother, so we had a little baby. It was just chaos. Nikaka home, you know, now the way you are being treated at home as well as a criminal. Okay, as a criminal, but kuna ile punishment unapewa, you are grounded. Nilikuwa naambiwa nikae bedroom the whole time, like sikuwa naenda place. I used to do my chores. I remember after my brother was born, the house help was told to go, so I was the house help. Let me tell you, I used to do a lot of work. I used to do a lot of chores. Nikimaliza chores, I was not allowed to watch TV to laze around like on vacation, you know, like nilikuwa nikimaliza naambiwa niende nikasome bedroom, which sitasoma cause, you know. Anyway, so nikaka home for that hot minute. 3 months, so now let me fast forward 3 months later. So 3 months later, my dad was like, you know what? So this was second term. Ita imefukuzwa ni second term katikati nini. So watu walishaenda midterm, wakarudi. I think hata waka close for midterm. Waka close for the end term. So tunaingia third term, I guess. Okay, that time nilikuwa naingia third term mahali katikati. Hata that time washaenda midterm. So that's when my dad was like, now you know what, now it's time to start thinking of going back to school. So wakaanza kutafuta shule. Now atuwezi tafuta shule Murang'a County because tunakumbuka barua yetu ilikuwa shamba tusitafute shule Murang'a County. So tukatafuta shule tukafika tu mwisho, we were not getting schools. So ilikuwa imefika mahali sasa ni connections. So I thank God for my aunts. I really love that aunt of mine. Just because anaitanga mom. Yeah, maybe naitanga mom. You know, so my auntie came through. Then now my auntie, the friend of my auntie, ndo alituconnect ile shule nilikuwa ninaenda. So huyu beshte ya auntie yangu na yeye alikuwa na beshte. So huyo beshte ndo alituconnect kwa hiyo shule. Juu sasa kwenye tumefika makaratasi azifanye kazi and we cannot go anywhere. So my auntie akanishughulikia. God bless her. May she live long. Anyway, so antengo kanishughulikia na ikafika time kwenda interview first. So I went to this school. This school was in Thika County. So kwenda interview ikafika. So when nilifika kwa hiyo shule, hii shule haikuwa na principal. Don't get certain ideas on your head. It's not what you're thinking, just listen. So hii shule nikifika haikuwa na principal cause apparently principal wao alikuwa retire. So this school was running without a principal for a hot minute as well. So tulipata deputy wa hii shule. So nikafika nini nikaulizwa what's the reason of kutoka ile shule. Of course we had to lie because we're not saying we have come because we have been suspended because I was in a group of tunachoma shule, you know. So I don't know what we said, but she was like, okay, you know what, now let's do an interview. Before niende kufanya interview, this deputy akauliza ati one of the last time we in school, cause tulikuwa tunaambiwa tulete our last result slip, yeah, something like that. So I singedanganya, so I had to say niliingia shule. The last time I was in school was second term katikati. Why? I think tulisema ni kitu ya baridi or sick something, I don't remember. Anyway, so the deputy said I cannot siwezi fanya interview. I was like, why? It's because you've stayed so much, kwa sababu nimeka home sana, so watu walishaendelea na syllabus and it's going to be hard for me to catch up with them. Ni that term katikati guys, after midterm. So watu I think wamebakisha 3 weeks 4 weeks or in the home. You know that term is normally short if you've PT'd it for system. I'm not talking to people in international schools, I cannot relate. So that term is a very short term, you all know. So walikuwa wamebakisha some few weeks or in the home. So the deputy was like, no, you cannot do an interview because now you have to repeat. Repeat? Hey, I cried. Now this day we're going to do the interview. We were not with my dad, we were with my auntie and the friend. So I cried. I was like, no, me staki kurudia. You know, like kurudia is not fun. Like you're unarudisha mwaka ingine nyuma. Like it's not fun at all. So mi staki kurudia, bwana narudia, mi hata wanataka watu wanipatie interview basi, wanigauge nayo, waone I'm qualified to go to form 2, blah 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 blah. This deputy was guy. Kashitandike ingine nako. Akakataa. So I remember I called my dad. I was like, oh, they're telling me to repeat. My dad was like, now this is the consequences of your actions. Every time I used to, nilikuwa naambiwa hivyo, nilikuwa nasikia vibaya nikijua, okay, honestly I am innocent. But now like there's no turning back. Ilisha happen. So like tulikuwa tunatafuta shule kabisa, tumekosa na hii moja ndo tumepata, and they're willing to give me an opportunity, but they have conditions that I have to repeat. So the deputy akanipatia admission letters nini. When I go home I reconsider. Nikisikia nataka kujoin shule I come ni repeat. Kama sitaki then I can continue looking for a school. But sasa juu tulikuwa tunatafuta shule sana na hilo tumepata, so we settled for this one, but now I had to repeat. Now here's the catch. I had to repeat in terms of not to first time guys, and nilikuwa nafaa kwenda form 2. So this deputy says aka 3 weeks ka 4 weeks kama, let's say 1 month. Hiyo 1 month imebaki ya third term nirudishwe form 1. Okay. Mtu alikuwa form 2 arudishwe form 1. Nirudishwe form 1. Then so that's January now this year that's coming, sasa niingie form 2 tena vizuri niendelee. Guys, I was in form 2 naenda narudishwa class ya 2 monos. But now like tulikuwa tumefika mahali I'm like nimeambiwa sasa ni hivyo. Now there's no otherwise, you have to do that. Of course nilikubali shingo upande. Guys, let me tell you that season of my life was so depressing because siwezi waambia kila kitu ati vizuri because we're gonna tutakaa kwa hii channel forever and ever, amen. But it was a very tough season for me. Saizi nasikianga there are some smells, you see like the way smells can remind you of memories. There are some smells nasikianga saizi and they just take me back huko, so hata sizitumiangi tena anything that has those smells. One of them being is sabuni ya pwani white soap, whatever. Every time I smell that soap inanipelekanga mbali. So it was such a bad. It's funny saizi nawapatia story la wala mnacheka, you are there, you have been watching me, msema hizi stories zinabamba, but I swear to God siku hiyo time kwa inabamba. Anyway, so meet couple admission letter na nini, we went to do shopping. Siku admission ikafika. So this admission ikafika, nikaenda nikaadmitiwa. Remember this school does not have a principal yet. So na admission na deputy. So nikaadmitiwa, nikapeana sijui kwa nani, nikapoa dorm, auntie yangu aje kanitandika kitanda. Like I didn't swear kwa admitiwa. Now we went with my dad, my auntie and the friend. Now so tukamaliza tukaenda kwa office, nikaambiwa bye. But sasa ite nimekuambiwa bye, now my dad is there giving me lecture, you know, like usome nini, tulia, you know, those things. Kuja alafu sasa now nilikuwa naambiwa nisiseme repeat, I just come like a form 1. So where I don't let anybody know that you've repeated, you just come and read and let me tell you guys, the day I entered that school, my spirit was shut. My subconscious was shut. My mind was shut. I was just like a dead walking vessel. Literally. Anyway, so there's one thing I normally remember my dad said, and he said exactly like this. He said, sasa tumekuleta shule usome. Na tunataka akaniambia sasa tumekuleta shule usome. Na tunataka ukitoka form 4 we are gonna come and utatoka na good grades. When I had my dad said that, something in my head told me, uku form 4 can never be me. Me, uku form 4. With the way okay, not as I'm saying that from a manga perspective, but remember guys, I'm telling you, I am dead. Like I was a walking vessel at that point. Like nilinga tu get shule and something was off. Like I was literally off. I was just like a feeling walking with no feelings, with no subconsciousness, with no nothing. So when my dad told me that, nilisikia tu something in my spirit imekata. But now I was like, okay, sawa nitasoma nini. And hivyo they went. Guys, nakwambia nilinatoa mengia gari wamegurumisha gari. Machozi zilikuwa hapa. And I am not a person to feel bad nikiacha cause mimi nilianza boarding tu, nilitoka boarding nilikuwa na miaka sijui ngapi. So I'm not the type of person to start crying when I see people leave, but that day I cried. Like literally nilina tu gari imeaksha hivi tu hivi nikaiona imeenda. Guys, I cried. So mimi hapo ndo nikaanza maisha ya shule in another new school, and I didn't make friends in that school. I used to walk alone. I made one friend. She was called Grace. I guess you can learn that by kasichana. Endo alikuwa ananionyesha shule hivi because guys, this school that I went to, dorm area na tuition area, they were different places. So when ndo mwende dorm lazima mngetoka nje ya gates. Sijui kama kuna mtu kwa hiyo shule hapa asijua kini hiyo shule, but anyway. So tukitaka kwenda dorm tulikuwa kutoka kwa gate, like kwa main gate. Ndo tunapanda tunaenda dorm. Tukitaka tena kurudi classes tunateremka tunaingia tena kwa gate. Like they were two different nini. So hivi katikati people used to escape a lot. Kwanza usiku watu walikuwa na escape wanaenda shughuli zao, but anyway that was the school. So I ndo alikuwa anaonyesha kila kitu. So I had made one friend, but I think she was my close friend, but at least ningemuuliza sawa dining kunaenda kwa sangapi sapa mnakulaga nini. Yani she's the one who showed me around the school nini. So nakumbuka nimerudishwa form 1. So nilikuwa naenda form 1 na unatu afyo tutu tunasema nini. I never used to talk, I never used to sijui do what. Nikaekwa class nyuma. So unajua wewe ni form 1, so wewe ni chopi, unajua kila kitu ya form 1. Exam ikikam you pass, cuts zikikam you pass. So these people in their head are like, hey, dem ni chopi. You know that mimi ni mjinga, please. But they're like, oh, dem ni chopi. But it's cause I was already in form 1. So form 1 is not tiny, it's 2 size, and I'm not only anybody I've repeated. So even though nikaendelea, I used to pass everything, but I never used to talk to anybody. Guys, remember I'm telling you, I'm like I'm mini kama talking natembeanga tu shule. I remember in my head I used to tell myself, let me just soma so that I can get a good grade in itiza kuitransferisha. That's what I kept saying. Day one nimeingia shule na nilianza kufikiria mambo ya kutransferishwa. Anyway, so guys, now let me tell you. So tunakumbuka nimeambia sasa nimekuwa nimerepeat form 1. Nimeenda nikaanza cuts na pita, exams na wapita nini. Sasa exam ya that mwisho exam hapa katikati na wapita. So apparently what used to happen in that school, when you top a subject in that class, you become the subject representative. So kama ulipata 100 out of 100 chem, you become chem representative. So anything to do with chem, assignments nini wewe ndio utakuwa unaulizwa na mwalimu wa chem. So they say maths, English, Kiswahili. So this first trial exam tulikuwa tunafanya exam mingi katikati before tuende midterm na home. So I did pass kama let's say around 8 subjects. Nilikuwa representative wa math, nilikuwa representative wa English, Kiswahili nini. Tuwezi kumbuka, but major mimi ndo nilikuwa nachukua representative. So people are like, can you kama kashaanza kutupita, kashaanza kuchukua representative nini. Sasa unajua siongeangi na watu. So cause if you know me, immediately I get comfortable, utaniambia rudi home because I'll be talking non-stop. But sasa nimekuja shule, I'm not talking with anybody. Some people used to perceive me ule ni kama wa maringo, you know. Kale kani kama maringo akaongeangi. Kale kani kama maringo akaongea. Kuna msana mwingine alikuwa asemanga ule ni kama there's one day I found them saying ule ni kama kana nywele refu. I was like, oh, unajua niko na nywele refu. Anyway, So they used to pursue me as in msichana wa maringo, because I never used to talk with anybody apart from Grace peke yake. Anyway, so one day the class teacher came and said, who's the nimesikia kuna msichana mmoja amechukua representatives zote and she's a newcomer. So si watu wakaanza kusomwa class ati oh, you know, it's very shameful when a newcomer comes na anakuja na wapita, inatuonyesha ni kama shule yetu haisomi, shule yetu ilikuwa inasoma kutuliko. You guys pull up your socks, because it's not a good picture newcomer amekuja na amechukua representatives zote. It's not okay. Sawa. So I think the class amewapiga lecture ati oh msome nini. So the class was not happy. Of course they were not happy. They're like, can you come akashakuja na kashaanza kutu overtake and change lanes baby. Okay. Hii ni kama shaka shaanza kutu overtake. Kwa rada ni gani? Anyway, so teacher akasema, since you're the one who is holding a lot of subject representative, was that the right English? Can you be the class prefect? Mi sikuwa na shida. Mi nikasema, okay, sawa, acha nikuwe class prefect. Mwalimu akachoma. Cause now, I don't know, that form 1 had very short people. So I was bigger than them, not that because they have a big body or what, but tulikuwa tumbilikimo, I used to call them tupanya because they were so small. Okay, si wote, but majority walikuwa nakaa hivyo. So someone was like, okay, if you want me to be a prefect, you do not have a problem being a prefect. Guys, nikaekwa prefect. You kama amekuja, amewekwa prefect. Like, kale kunaendagaje. So it was like, watu wakimake noise, uwezi waambia wanyamaze wasikie. Timi umeambiwa collect books, they won't give you your books. Ukitumwa maybe ukitumwa na teacher kuja waambie class kitu, when you tell them, they boo at you. Yani, I became a prefect and I became a prefect na hapo ndo mashida zangu za hiyo shule zilianza. Remember, this school doesn't have a principal, guys. Nataka tu bado put that at the back of your head. I think I'm going to go and share this video. Nitazipost part 1 na part 2, but at the same time ukimaliza hiyo unaingia hii tu directly. Anyway, so mkumbuke bado shule haina principal. Mimi nikakaa tu, guys, mimi nikakaa. Nikafika mahali na nikaanza kupata kama ni loka yangu wanavunja. There was this hatred. The class became a gang over me. So it was me over the class. Me over the class. You in English, I'm sorry. Yeah. Hey, Mimi, I've been tortured enough this year from where I was. This is the last thing I want. Juu nimekuja na nikawashinda, but now I was tempted to tell them I'm a repeater. So wasikuwa na hiyo pressures kwa nini nimekuja kuwashinda, you know, but sikuwaambia, nilinyamazanga tu. So I was like, I have really been tortured this year. This is the last thing I want. So me one day nikanatoka staff nikamwambia chacha, me aki asanti, nishatosha kwa prefect, but I don't think this prefect thing is for me. The teacher was like, no, why? Be the prefect. You are very good. You are very good. Nikamwambia mimi nikamwambia cha ni kama ulineka prefect. Now the class they ganged up against me. So me starting kukua in that position. Let me just drop out of being the prefect. So niko drop. So mimi nikarudisha t-shirt. Tulikuwa tunavanga tai, I guess. Mimi nikamwambia cha mimi sitaki kuwa prefect. Haya, cha alikubali shingo upande juu, ukweli nilikataa na miguu zangu zote mbili. So nikakuwa raia like the rest of the others. So nilikuwa napewa duty, nikapewa morning duty. Sijui kama shule zingine mlikuwa na morning duty. Again, sio to international school or 844. Sisi tulikuwa tunapangwa duty asubuhi. So I became like now a normal person, no privileges because I was a prefect. Like hata shule iko na privileges. Hata wako watunulia hata mandazi wakwende. Anyway, so there were no privileges. Now I was a common raia. So nikapewa duty, and my duty was to wash one row of the class. Now that class, sijui kama shule yenyewe ilikuwa hivi, lakini hiyo shule like floor yao si imepigwa plaster, but imepigwa plaster ingine mbovu. If you wash inakatu bado imeparara, you know, like it's not at you wash and you see it's clean. Ni zile floor, sijui kama floor zenyewe zilikuwa hivyo, ukimwaga maji kwa floor ni kama imepigwa plaster, yes, but it's like it's absorbing water. So unaweza mwaga maji, ukirudia duster kurudi maji isha evaporate. I hope mna get what I'm trying to say. So that's how the class was our class at least, hizo zingine sijui, but our class at least. So nikapatiwa ile row ya side ya mlango ni shange. That was my duty. So I used to wake up very early because I didn't want to give this school a reason to start saying oh sijui nimekuwa nini. Remember, I'm not still talking to person, bado naitwa msana wa Maringo. Mimi na Grace tu ndo alikuwa tu ananisaidia shule. So nilikuwa namka mapema, na shower, naoga, I do my things, naenda class, I do my duty. And yeah, I do my duty so that the time tunaenda breakfast I'm already done. But a lot of people used to do breakfast then duty. So I used to do duty then breakfast. Jo siko na psyche hiyo shule, nilikuwa tu kama honestly I normally feel like it's like I was dead. I've never been dead, but it was not me. It was not Phyllis. It's like Phyllis alikuwa ametolewa kwa hii mwili. My spirit was out of this body. So it was just a vessel. So me I used to do duty, nilikuwa timbenga peke yangu. Funny thing guys, mimi naogopanga giza, but hiyo shule sikuwa naogopa giza. Like ningetoka tu side ya dorm. There was just something weird about that school. Nilikuwa natoka dorm kwa giza na ninaenda classes za giza. Classes ziko mahali tena chini. Alafu hiyo shule iko na fence. Alafu kulikuwa na it's like a bush at the other end. And I never used to fear. Now when I think back at it, I'm like, there was something wrong in that school. But I will tell you. Anyway, so mimi nilikuwa naosha class, ndo naenda breakfast. But the rest used to do breakfast, then wanaenda class. Remember guys, our class ni ile class yenye ukiosha hata huwa mtibeza kutoosha na kuosha because the floor is beyond repair. Anyway, so wakaendelea hivyo, they used to do small things to me nini. But thank God kulikuwa na rafiki yangu anaitwa then guys, niko tu hiyo shule ile shule nilikuwa nimetoka Murang'a County. Another girl from that school came akanipata huko. So at least we watched na vibe na yeye kidogo, but we were not in the same class. Yeah, nilikuwa hii class, mimi nilikuwa hii class nyingine. But at least kuna mtu mmoja ananijua huko, tumetoka na shule moja, Anyway, so tukafunga that term. Guys, tukafunga that term na nikaenda home. Nikaenda home na ndio tuulizwa how was school nini. My grades were good because dad may repeat from 1, so I'm not coming home with a D, So I was like, me told my dad, me usually mimi sirudi. Akaniuliza umesema kwamba me I'm not going back to that school. Why? Because me uko children at these girls are doing this to me. My dad is like, Nakali, do not put them in your place. Because my dad knows me like it is out and or something. So I was like, Kwani, do you tell the teachers? Kwani, why are they doing that to you? Lazima tu kuna ukume wachokoza. I was like, tena. I was like, me, I told them I'm not going back to that school. Na nikakata kabisa, nikakataa. I was like, I'm not going back to that school. I'm not okay in that school. I'm not okay. Nikata kwamba no umetoka shule nyingine juzi, sasa umeanza kusema tutaki kurudi shule nyingine. Sumbua. And it was like, me, I'm not going to that school. Thanks. Nikifikira ni jokes. Haya, January kafika. I was like, I don't want to go back to that school. But now I was forced, like really forced to go back to school. So I didn't have an option, so I went back to school. So tumeenda shule form 2 now. So tumegraduate now. I'm in form 2. Mtu alikuwa anafaa kwenda form 3. Nimekuwa form 2. Anyway, tukaanza form 2. Those girls were still mean. They used to do abracadabras on me. So guys, here is where the story now begins. Vizuri. Haya. Go to the other part, watch. Go to the other part.